there were lots of things happening provided by the career services and also the teachers after the course finished. So it didn't feel like we were abandoned by the course. It felt like we're very much a part of everything. They were always available for support and questions whenever we needed it.
Hi everyone. Finding one's path isn't easy, but with Boolean, it's possible to launch a new and exciting career in tech. That's what happened to Joel, who chose our software development course and is now a professional programmer. Let's chat directly with him to hear more about his journey. Joel, thank you so much for joining us today. Please tell us a little bit more about your background.
Yeah, my background was kind of all over the place, really. I've done a bit of everything, I would say. I spent a lot of time after uni doing kind of like retail work, retail management. I've done lots of office jobs, volunteering abroad, and more recently I was teaching English. So basically nothing to do with IT or programming. So it's a pretty big shift for me to move into this field.
So why did you choose to start this journey into coding?
Yeah, I didn't choose it at the beginning. It was kind of like I tried a course online, like a Udemy course, just to see if I kind of got along with it. And I enjoyed it more than I expected. And I mean doing things like HTML and JavaScript and making kind of simple websites. I just kind of did a few tutorials, tried making a few simple websites and thought, okay, this is actually more creative and fun than I expected. I always assumed that you'd need to be some sort of mathematical expert to be a programmer. I think that's not necessarily the case, because I'm certainly not. It was more of a creative side that I realized that I could get into. And the other main reason I think is just it's a cool industry in the sense that it's always evolving. So you have to kind of always, stay on your toes and keep learning new stuff. It's not like you can master programming and then be done.
And there are a lot of ways to become a developer. So why did you choose Boolean?
I was looking for various courses and boot camps online. I think Boolean really stood out because of the length, 6 months. I think a lot of boot camps tend to be 12 to 16 weeks, which I think is an astonishingly short amount of time to learn something so complicated. And even 6 months, it goes by quickly. It's still quick in a learning sense, but it's necessary. Obviously, it's hard to do more than 6 months for a course. But yeah, the perfect course length. I saw one of the open days and I just thought the teachers seemed like knowledgeable people, nice people. I'm sure that's the case for most boot camps, but that combined with the time length kind of stood out for me the most.
And what was your favorite part about this adventure into coding?
Yeah, I think my favorite part was probably... That's a tough question. The people, I think. That was one of the main reasons I wanted to do a boot camp rather than just self-study, is to kind of meet fellow learners, to be able to work with people rather than just sit by myself. To be able to do tasks together and do the team projects, stuff like that. That was a big standout. And I actually just enjoyed doing some of the solo challenges as well. I know it's a bit strange. I like the teamwork, but I also like some of the solo challenges to be able to kind of make all your own decisions about what things look like and how the logic works. You don't need to run it by someone else. You can just kind of make your own decisions. So yeah, a nice variety, I think, of the team and the individual projects is something I really enjoyed.
So was this journey challenging?
I think for me, in terms of the actual technical stack, the most challenging part was more of the back-end stuff. So the second half of the course, especially some of the security authentication, that particular module. And I think it's mainly because it's quite tricky. Also, that in the real life job, this is really, really serious stuff. You can't just sort of make mistakes on the security side.
Did anything surprise you about Boolean? And what are the most important things that you feel you learned?
The only thing that surprised me was how quickly it went, to be honest. Because 6 months seems like a long time, but suddenly it isn't. When you're in there, you're in the midst, you're enjoying it. It went by very quickly. The most important things, just learn to take your time, to not expect to understand things quickly. Yeah, and obviously I learned a lot of technical skills as well. I can't really ignore that side. A lot of the logical flow of a program and different sort of program architecture, test-driven development, a lot of technical things, as well as kind of a personal thing as well was for me, just to kind of learn how to work with people in a programming sense.
And how was your relationship with your classmates?
Yeah, in terms of cohort colleagues, let's say, fellow students, I think I got on well with pretty much everyone really, really well, especially during the team projects. I think, we were put into teams of 4 for the kind of React application team project simulation. And I was really lucky with my teammates in the sense that we got on so well together. There was a great atmosphere. There was a lot of kind of jokes and messing around, but a lot of focus as well. We got the work done, which is the important thing. Everyone wanted to create the best things we possibly could, and it was a good atmosphere overall.
Could you talk a little bit about your experience in career service? Did you feel supported by Boolean staff?
Yeah, sure. I felt like once the course finished, we were all very well supported by the career services. I think Giorgio and Ivana. Obviously, I'm talking to Giorgio right now, but they were always there for questions. They ran sessions. We focused on a lot of really important topics in terms of the job search. We did tech sessions in the week. There were lots of things happening, provided by the career services and also the teachers after the course finished. So it didn't feel like we were abandoned by the course. It felt like we're very much a part of everything. And yeah, they were always available for support and questions whenever we needed it. And I think that's really important. When you finish a course, you don't want to feel like you're just left by the roadside, kind of fending for yourself. It really felt like we had someone there cheering us on, to find the job, and that's very important, I think.
Joel, thank you so much for joining me today. It's always wonderful to chat with you. If you're interested in following in Joel's footsteps and becoming a software engineer, then consider Boolean's full-time software development courses. In just 6 months, you'll go from zero to hero, acquiring all the necessary skills to become an amazing developer. We look forward to seeing you in one of our courses.